Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name is Ramney, and this is another episode of How to Draw. Here in this channel, I help you develop your drawing skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from movies, TV shows, comics, books, and video games. If this is your first time here and you want to see more tutorial videos like this one, be sure to press that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon to get notified anytime that I upload a brand new tutorial video. Are you ready to draw? Here are the tools that you'll need for this tutorial. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different size nibs for inking. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause this video at any time so that you can catch up on your drawings. If you still find that this video is going way too fast, you can always hit that speed button at the bottom right to slow it down. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. Also, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine as well. Having said all of that, let's get right to the tutorial. For Iron Fist, I've got my paper in portrait mode, and what we're going to do is we're going to be drawing his full body. We're going to be laying out the just the shapes first before we get into the details as usual. So let's get started by drawing a circle right around here, and I'm only going to draw it small, and that's usually the case if we're drawing full body, is we get that circle kind of tiny, just like that. And from there, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line going down this way, and this is going to be the center of the face. Let me zoom in on this, and I'm going to draw a line going down this way. Actually, it'll slant more to the right and reach a little chin right there. And then from here, the jaw. This is much steeper than this, and that's intentional because he's going to be looking to the right. So there's the head. Here's the neck. I'm just going to draw a neck going down like this on this side. He's going to be doing a classic kung fu pose. Let me change that neck a little bit. I want this to kind of go like this more, so it kind of leans to the right. And just to get that shape right, I'm just going to draw Finn Jones's hair, and it's pretty thick, and it kind of goes like this. So, I mean, it looks a little funny right now, but I'm just going to leave that space right there, so I kind of have an idea of like exactly how big his head is going to be after we add the hair. Okay, so we have this. What I'm going to do, actually from here, I'm going to make this almost a triangle with this. So it looks like that, but they don't quite meet, because what this is going to do is this is going to kind of make this straight or curved line like this, and that's because we've got his body. I'm going to start over here, a little thinner. I'm going to draw this. It's kind of wide at the top, and it gets narrower as you go down. And then over here, it goes in and then down like this, and it gets narrower like that. So that's kind of the general shape of the body. That's not quite finalized yet. That's just a general idea of how we want that torso to look, because we want this curve that he's got. Like, he's got his body straight, and he's got a little bit of a curve because he's got his weight on this leg right here. Okay, now let's go back to the chin. Small little line going down, and then I'm going to draw a shoulder as an oval like this. Okay, let's go back over here. From this point, a tiny little line like that. And then I'm going to draw a shoulder that looks more like a triangle. So here's a curve at the top, go back here, goes towards the armpits, and then this goes up like this. So that's that triangle. Okay, right here, if we go from the armpit, like this is going to be like the armpit area right here. So from this point, I'm going to draw a diagonal line and then a line going across. This is going to be for the bicep. Okay, so about this far, and kind of goes like this. Okay, let's go back to the armpit. I'm going to draw a line going straight. So this is now the bicep. If I curve it a little bit here, you can kind of see that muscle. Okay, back to the armpit, and then here is the tricep. So a little bump and then a straight line like this. Okay, and then now we have this part. This is going to be the forearm. The forearm is foreshortened, so it should look like this, just a tiny little thing. And then over here, it curves so that it goes up like so. Okay, straight line right here. And we're going to draw the palm. Now what you want to make sure is that the face and the palm are sort of aligned together, but you don't want the palm to be as big as the face. So I'm going to draw where I want that to end off, because I don't want it to be bigger than Finn Jones's face. including the hair. Okay, so here and here, you make that comparison. You don't want the hand too big. And basically, it's a circle for a little bit more than half, and then just like a trapezoid, I guess, right there for the fingers. And we're going to go back there to that thing later on. I'm going to draw the initial thumb. The thumb's going to go right here, curves this way, and then goes this way. Okay, so he's got that, and then if you guys want to kind of start sectioning off the fingers, you can do that as well. Okay, so there's that. Let's go over here and let's work on his chest. And now Finn Jones in the TV show doesn't have any, he's not as ripped or anything. So line going down, slightly goes in, goes up to the center like this. It kind of goes higher up as you go to the right, and then here goes down, just like that. Okay, from here, just the line going to the back, and this is where I want that curve to kind of end right there. And then you want a tiny little line going down. Okay, right here, you see the same thing happen, but not much. So you see a little bit of the back right there. And then this thing is kind of a little bit more smooth, going down like this. Okay, so take a look back. You want to make sure that you've got that curve, you've got that lean on his posture. Okay, here at the top, from here, I'm going to go to the shoulder, and then from here, going up to the shoulder on this side. There you go. Now let's work on this arm. Let's zoom in on that. We're going to cover it first with a fist. He's going to have a fist right here. So I'm going to draw a square, or sorry, a rectangle. And I'm probably going to divide that rectangle into 4 right now. Okay, with the thumb underneath. Okay, from here, I could probably shape the knuckles. And here's the side of the fist. Okay, from here, I'm going to draw a little oval with a point for the elbow over here. Just like that. Okay, and then here, from here you go a little bit curved like that, and then a little bit more from here underneath, and that is your bicep. And right here, just a curve, just to give that bicep some definition. You've got that right there. There you go. This is the glowing fist. I guess we could add some smoke to it, and what I essentially did was I just created a bunch of zigzaggy, like rough lines. I did it lightly first, and then I bring that line kind of going up like it's got like a smoke. Although in the TV show you don't really see much of there's no smoke or anything, it just glows. But I'm just going to do this for the added effect, plus a whole bunch of just circles, random circles about, kind of give it that energy effect. There you go. Zoom out. That's what it looks like. So we've got the upper body. It's got a long torso. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to lean that a little bit and then close that off so it looks like this. Okay, pause. And before you start with the legs, make sure you get all the proportions right for his upper body. Try to get all of that right as much as you can. Erase some things if you have to, adjust some things, and then let's work on the legs. Okay, so the legs are going to be covered with some jogging pants, some comfy pants. So we're going to start off by finding the crotch. It's going to be right here. And I'm just going to draw a little curve like that. Okay, and then from here, kind of a baggy. It just looks baggy. And it's just going to look like this for now. It looks funny, but this should go out this way, a little bit past. If you guys got the space, it should be past the elbow point by just a little bit. And mine is probably going to go up to like the side of the paper, and that's fine. I'll center that later on. From here, so imagine, by the way, imagine that he's got underwear right here, and imagine that leg just going like this, and this other leg going this way, and you kind of want the knee to sort of align itself with the forearm. So you kind of want the knee to be right around here. And you want this knee to be lower than this. So you want this knee to be right around here. Okay. And then it just closes off like this. So there you go. Let's go to this one. And from here, draw a little sharp little point. Not too sharp, of course. That's the knee, and it goes down to about here. And then you got the pants kind of just going like this. Okay, and then over here, you got that knee, and this is going to go all the way to the corner, so I barely have enough room. You know, sometimes it's hard to judge these things, and just when you think you have enough like room for your drawing, it's not enough, you know. So it goes down, and then at this point, it goes down like this, and then across like that, like an L. Okay, and then but this continues to go down like this. Okay, and then we'll go back over here, kind of goes down to this point, and it just goes like this. And that's just how we're going to do the foot for now. And then this other foot is a little bit easier. So this angle right here, you want to give it a little bit of a lean, like he's leaning towards it. I'm actually going to make this a little bit shorter. There you go. Okay, and this foot is going to be lower than this foot, and this foot I want to be right about here. So close that off, goes down. Here's the heel, it just goes across, and then it just goes like this pretty much to the toe. We'll fix that up a little bit later on. Let's zoom out. Let's get those pants. Let's get those pants right. So let's start with the drawstring at the top. It's got a little stretchy fabric here, kind of give it some texture by drawing up and down, like up and down lines, I mean. There you go. I'm gonna switch my pencil. It's got a drawstring right here that's tied, so you can draw a bow. Here it's going to be quite baggy and wrinkled. So I'm starting here in the crotch, and I'm drawing these V shapes that go from one side to the other. And then I'm erasing these sides, and I'm sort of creating these fabric folds as we go. So here you go. There you go. And then this kind of goes across this way, and let's do one more going across this way. Okay, and then let's draw that seam that goes down. Of course, it's not very straight, it's zigzagged according to the folds in the fabric. So there we have it. Let's go with this leg first. I'm gonna erase that knee part. And of course, the top is going to contour to the leg, because that's kind of where it touches the leg. But here at the bottom of the, like here at the bottom of the thigh, it's going to be a little bit more loose, because it's not touching the leg, you know, because of gravity pulling it down. I'm going to draw a seam going down like this. Okay, here at the top, it kind of ends off right here, and you see quite a bit of the ankle. So here's the cuff, I guess, of the pants. Sticks out right here, goes in just like that. There you go. So there's one pair, or one of the legs of the pants. A pair? One pant leg? Okay, while we're here, just gonna draw the ankle. This goes down. I'm gonna draw this a little bit smaller and rounder. So I'm gonna round this off like that. This goes this way, kind of creates that. That's the ball. Plus, this is going to be the big toe. Okay, from here, I'm going to draw a curve going out like that. So, bump, bump, big toe, curve out, and then this connects with this right here. And essentially, he's got all the toes over here, so I'm just going to draw each individual toe as a curve. Looks like that. Draw the toenail up at the top. And there it is. It's hard to, I mean, I could do an entire tutorial on drawing hands and feet. And so the way that I do it with these tutorials is I skip over a lot of the instructions. But if you guys just want to pause the video and take a look at how I did it, or slow it down, make it easier for you guys. But otherwise, this is really complicated. It can get complicated. Okay, so there's one foot. Zooming out now, that's what that looks like. Let's zoom in on this foot right here. Again, the top is going to be against the leg, against the thigh, but the bottom is going to be a lot more baggy. Okay, so it goes down and then makes this tiny little curve right here, and it kind of just U-turns and turns in like that, with a line going here, going into the knee, just like this, and then I just create this little curve right there. So that's what that fabric fold looks like. Fix that a little better. If you guys are unsure about how to do it, just practice using light lines at first. Here's the seam. Okay, here's the cuff. I think that's what it's called, you guys. A little bit of fabric fold from the cuff going up to the knee, like that. Okay, while we're here, let's get working on the foot, and we don't want him to look so flat-footed, so what we're going to do is we're just going to create an arch right here, separate the ball from the heel, and here's the big toe. There you go. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to zoom out now. There you go. Okay, so now we've got pretty much the entire, we've got the pose down, and we've pretty much got the entire body all done, and all we really have to do is add a little bit more details to the chest and all that stuff. Let's, you know what, before we do the body, let's work on Danny Rand's face. And as I always say with these MCU characters or, movie characters, it's not about looking like the actor or actress. So if it looks nothing like Finn Jones, don't worry about it. We're just trying to get a good likeness of the Iron Fist. And in the comics, there's been so many interpretations of the Iron Fist that we all know who he is. We all know who Iron Fist is, right? So as long as you get that iconic look, iconic pose, then you know it's Iron Fist, and you don't have to worry about it looking like Finn Jones, okay? So anyway, let's get started. I've erased a couple of the little lines, the line on the inside. Let's work on the brow line. Here's the brow line right here. And the nose is going to go right around here. So from the brow, I'm going to draw a slanted line. Okay, here's the tip of the nose. And I'm going to create a line that kind of goes, tiny little line goes up, and then a line, one line like that. So just adjust it according to how you see fit. And again, like I always say, it's hard to do these in one shot recording, so sometimes I have to erase and redo it. Okay, so we've got that side. Let's do the nostril on this side. Draw one tiny little line on that, on the right side of this nose, and then just draw and then connect it like this. Now it's already not looking like Finn Jones's nose, and you know what? I'm okay with that. Okay, down here's got a very solemn, straight line, and then a narrow up lower lip. This is like the lower lip. Okay, still looks nothing like him. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start adding the facial hair, and he's got some facial hair. He's got a mustache and a beard combo. You could leave him like this if you want to, but I'm going to add more to it. So I started with a mustache. Just work on it until you make it thick, get it nice and thickened, and then I'm going to draw the... I didn't mean to do that. There you go. And then I start working on the beard and bring it lower than your jawline. You want that beard to go down. Looks like that. Okay, so here's the brow. I'm actually going to create like these eyebrows that look like that. And then Okay, just a little bit to the right of the eye, or of the nose, the bridge of the nose, I'm going to create one eye. Okay, and the eye is essentially just a curve from here going down like this, and a curve at the top. So it kind of looks like a bean shape. And let me draw that over here. That's how I draw the eyes, just like this. And it's a matter of placing them in such a way that it looks even. There you go. I think that looks fine. Okay, I'm going to draw some lines underneath the eye here. And then I'm going to draw the, okay, I kind of erased it, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the pupils and the iris kind of more towards the right. And for me, because it's so tiny, I'm only going to end up doing this part and then just a black dot in the center. Now, if I were drawing this a lot more closely, a more close-up looking version of it, it won't be so bad. But hey, that's what that looks like. And it looks really funny right now with that hair. So let's start fixing up the hair, you guys. Okay. Oh, by the way, I kind of created the ear. This is where the ear is going to go. It's going to be covered by the hair, but it's nice to know where it is. Okay. Here's the forehead. Start from here. Work your way in. Looks like that. So here's the little forehead line. And it's going to be a little bit of a part in his curly hair. So I'm going to draw his curly hair now. Kind of goes from the eye. Kind of curls like this. It's really curly. There you go. Okay, right here, hairline kind of goes down, and then it goes across, and goes down to the side like this. Add some curls to that. Okay, below the ear, kind of curves this way. I'm actually gonna do this first. Curls this way, works its way up. And there you go. So that's kind of the shape that we want for the hair. And now we could just give it some curls. And just shape it in such a way that it gives it a nice shape. To be honest, you guys, I'm not a huge fan of Danny Rand's look in the show. Because I was expecting like full-on Iron Fist. You know what I mean? Not a person with a glowing fist that claims to be the Iron Fist. Like I want him in his traditional comic costume. But that's just my opinion. So just keep working those curls. Add those curls in. It'll probably be easier if I do that when I'm inking. But there it is. I could fix the nose a little bit more if I really wanted to. Try to get that Finn Jones look. But if yours doesn't end up looking like Finn Jones, I mean, that's not a failure right there, right? Because mine is not looking like Finn Jones. There you go. You know what? I'm okay with this. Just add some eyebrows. Make sure you get those in. Make sure you get that facial expression, you know, where he's like super serious. Get some cheeks in there. There's a cheek line. Get that beard nice and full. Not too nice and full. And there you go. Now let's work on the body. All right, so here's the neck. I'm just gonna draw that, okay. Pretty much done with the neck. Going to erase that shoulder part. And I'm going to draw the Iron Fist logo. By the way, if you guys have not seen my Iron Fist logo tutorial, I have one on my channel. So let's go over here, start over here, and it sort of ends right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle within these lines right here. Actually, it looks more like an oval because of the angle and the way that he's outstretching his body. So it looks like this. So now find a point right here, and I'm going to draw a little hook shape. That's going to be the dragon's head. Okay, go back to this point. Make this thing that looks like a number 2. And from here, go all the way to the top, up here, in a curve. That looks like that. Okay, and then from here, this point, that goes in this way, and then it goes towards that point. So we're finished with the top half. Now the bottom half. Okay, so let's continue this line right here. Kind of goes this way, like that. And then over here, it makes a loop and then goes down. There you go. Okay, and then find a spot here and a spot right here. Okay, from here, I go in kind of like the Batman logo. Okay, and then here, I curve underneath. Okay, see this chest line? You go underneath the chest line for both of them. And sort of make these hooks again. Okay, let's complete this. So it looks like that. And then from here, this goes down and then up like this. This goes from here, goes up, same point. And then we're gonna give a little bit of a thickness to the dragon's body and then just shade it in. That's the simplest way to do the Iron Fist logo, the Iron Fist tattoo. Okay, let's draw a circle here with a circle inside, that's the nipple. And over here an oval because of the angle with an oval inside for the other nipple. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 lines going vertical, or sorry, horizontal down this angle or this line. And I kind of do the same thing over here, only as much as I can see. Okay, line going down, and then find a little pit where you can draw a belly button like this. And then from here again, just below the dragon, goes out and then goes down like this. Over here, this kind of goes up from the pants, it goes up the side, and just curve it. Sorry, just trying to figure out a best way to do this. Actually, this curves like that and that curves like this. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, here, not too much, just some like what looks like abs. There you go. And that should be good for Finn Jones's torso. Now let's work on this arm right here. It's not much now to do because we pretty much did everything. Here's the bicep, tricep right here. Oh, by the way, here, it's going to draw a line going down in the armpit area. Okay. Goes across. Forearm looks good. Get that forearm nice, shaped nice and straight. Here's the, like you see a line right here in the wrist. That's what this is right here. Okay, and then let's zoom in on the palm. Palm isn't too hard. If you have this shape, just shape the thumb first. So it looks like this. Okay, right here, we're gonna straighten this. So it looks like a palm. Line going across over here, and then here's the line for the fingers. Okay, the fingers, the middle finger is the tallest. And then it works its way down. And then you just do the same thing on this side. Get those individual fingers in. Okay, divide them because they're all divided right here, right? There's these lines. And once you have that, that's how you do the Iron Fist palm. Nothing to it really. Okay, this part is also pretty much done. And a lot of it, let me erase this part. A lot of it is going to be sort of obscured by the glowing fist. So what we'll do is we'll get that glowing fist nice and good. Make that look nice. That's what I'm trying to say. And then here's the forearm on this side. Okay, get that glow. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to erase or just do a fade of the arms behind the fist and make the smoke kind of prominent. And there you go. So once you have that, you guys, we are done with Finn Jones as the Iron Fist in the Marvel Netflix series. Of course, you'll see him next in the Defenders, and that is coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned. There will be more Defenders related tutorials on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. And that is all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the very end of this tutorial video. I hope your drawings turned out great. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So please head on over to Instagram and tag me with your pictures so that I can see them, or head on over to Google Plus and post your artwork there for everybody to enjoy. If you are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below. And if you feel like being extra generous, I have links below for different ways that you can support this channel. First is my Patreon at patreon.com/draw2. Check it out to find out more about the rewards you get for becoming my patron. Next, I have official Draw2 merchandise that you can purchase, such as t-shirts, mugs, and mouse pads. And finally, you can purchase some of my art prints in my online store at draw2.storeenvy.com. Your contributions go a long way in making sure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff like this for you guys free of charge. If you guys did like this tutorial, it would help me a great deal. Also, if you liked this video, commented below or shared this with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a whole bunch of coloring pages from the tutorials that are on this channel. Again, you guys, all of these links are down in the description below. Finally, thank you once again for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial video.